everyone, I'm Mika the Shadowbeast, and welcome back to part 4 of Slay the Princess. We're going to try for another ending this time. I have an idea on how I want to do this. Yes, we're here to slay her. End of the road. Blah, blah, blah.
Don't.
Let's just go through this. Do you have any evidence?
You're already on the path that leads to the cabin. What?
Can't someone else do it?
If only that were the case, but I have to say I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Okay, well, let's... Let's just go to the cabin.
You make your way. We're not going to go through it.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I think I know what to do to get another ending. I hope. We'll see. If this doesn't work out, I'm just going to scrap this video and go with something else. We're just going to go in the basement.
The daughter of her voice.
Hello?
This, don't let...
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
Okay.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's a gamble, but it might work.
Okay, I think I got a
Come
start
downstairs.
on something else.
I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Okay. Both no blade.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Yeah.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be of threat to anyone?
Oh, she's pretty, alright.
I am
pretty dangerous.
Stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Yes, yes, yes.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains would be a big mistake. Don't even try it.
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Calm down. I know what I'm doing here.
Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay, let's go see if I can't find
I'll be here.
the key.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but there's someone else here.
Okay, return to the basement.
You make your way easier for whom? Easier for
blah,
everyone.
blah, blah.
Look at the mess.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yes.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates
go.
before
This is
raising
what I
her arm
need.
to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. We're going to slay her.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. The wound drives her to the ground. Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You don't really have much of a choice.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
Chill, I know what I'm
pushes
doing.
away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you.
I don't know. There was that one time she grew knives in her bones,
I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow,
she's got claws
she
and
lunges at
fangs.
your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw. Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Slay the
Your nerves are
princess.
seizing with pain. You know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around. You
Finish
steel
the
your
job.
resolve and take another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can still make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? What's this about not making it out of here alive?
Again! We
Do you
die
think this
again!
is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone in this room is still standing right now. Don't act so surprised. Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart? If the princess doesn't do you in here, blood loss is certain to finish the job. You take another step forward, and the princess lunges towards you. The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons, and then you stop. Neither you nor princess able to go any further. You collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Silence as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all. It's over.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
Nice.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The Witch. Nice. This is new. I don't think I've seen
You're
this one
on
before.
a path in the woods. You're here
Yes.
to slay.
Blah, 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 blah.
I can assure you that you did. If he doesn't remember what happened, brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not?
Blah, blah, blah. Just get to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. Don't
Yes.
worry. You can trust. The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Interesting.
The blade is your...
Take the blade. I'm
Take
gonna
the
need
blade
it.
from the shelf. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
Okay, let's get down to the basement. I'm just ignoring the mirror for the moment. It's not very important.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
Doubt.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
I know I do.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
I like that too.
You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine. You're the boss. Thank you.
Ooh.
You descend the basement
She's
steps.
cute. She's
entering the dark
fluffy.
room below.
She got sticks in her hair.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
I'm not here specifically. This is new. I've never seen this before.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us?
Is it? Yeah.
Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy.
Doubt?
Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I'm sorry about last time.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it. Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Let's see.
The cabin lets prying little beasts like you come as you please, but it insists I stay where I am. That binding I shed is just a symbol of the crueler magic at work in this place. If I'm to leave, I'm to leave with you, and you alone.
Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. We're armed and she's not. What's she gonna do? Bite us when we're not looking? You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
No, I need to collect the pieces. You first.
And turn my back on you? Do you think me a fool? Your tricks are one of the only things I've known, and I've learned better by now.
Just go first. You can't be serious.
Shh, I'm thinking.
Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no.
What's he gonna do? Puppeteer us
As
up
do
the stairs?
I abstain? You abstain? She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
I think we all know who has the final decision here. It's the gal with the mouse. And that's me.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you do.
I want to see how long this can go for.
You hand the blade to the princess, who quickly snatches it from you, her eyes darting between you and the weapon with a nervous curiosity.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you? What do you think happens now?
I think you haul ass up those stairs. It's good, and we're both hurting. If one of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably kill each other forever. Do you want that? I don't. Oh. I will be right back. Both scared and hurting if one of us doesn't make a change. Do it. I chose last time and I regret it, so it's your time to choose.
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
Okay.
This is another trick. You're trying to sow doubt, but it's not going to work on me.
That's fine. I mean, it's still your choice, hon.
And then she buries the blade in your heart. What? No. No, come on, that's not right. I told you. I told you. Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you. You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
It's your turn to choose, hun.
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, the thorn. Ugh,
You're on a
excuse me.
path in the woods. She stabbed us. She actually stabbed us.
Shut up.
Of course she stabbed us. We gave her the blade, which, I might add, I voted against.
I have a plan, guys. Just let me know my
The whole
plan.
point was that she wasn't supposed to do that. The whole point of giving her the blade was to break the cycle of violence, and she just killed us anyway.
I have a plan.
I guess it really doesn't matter if she killed us, though, right? We're back here, which means that everything's fine, or fine adjacent.
I don't know. It looks kind of chewed upon.
Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change. Maybe that's all it'll take to show her that there's another way to do things. You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try. Give what another try, exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right? Like that changes anything. We all know the game is rigged. It doesn't even matter if she's nice this time. I'm sure he'll find a way to turn us against each other. Great. So you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once. Twice, actually. Sure. Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through. Wonderful. If the woods themselves are changing, then that's all the more reason for you to take this seriously. It would mean your grip on things is slipping, which, in turn, likely means her influence is spreading.
Pat. You good?
Someone's in the know. I've had enough of these annoying little secrets. If you want us to do this, you have to let us in on your game already. All of your game. I've already said too much. The more information you have, the more difficult your task will be. Don't listen to her, definitely don't free her, and if you can, don't even think about her.
That's gonna be hard to do.
What do you want me to say? It's bad that you've been here before. It's bad for you, it's bad for me, and it's especially bad for the world. The more times you run through this, the more likely it is that you'll fail. You've already failed twice.
But how can it be any worse than this?
So you knew this could happen? Theoretically, sure, I knew this could happen, but I was supposed to be the first. I'd really rather not get into it.
And not the first, and not even the second.
Great!
Or
Not
the
even he
third.
really seems to get what's going on. If the guy who goes around acting like he knows all the rules doesn't even know how this works, what's the point in listening? Then we can all move on and forget what I said about failure. It's important that you believe in yourself, and the fact you're here probably means that you still have a chance to pull this off and save the world. My world, at least. It sounds like you've probably
You're
doomed
okay,
a couple of others
Neptune. I'm
already.
done and we'll go play, okay?
I need to stop talking. Think happy thoughts.
Seems like all answers are in the cabin. Let's see this through.
It isn't long before you
Ooh,
find yourself at the
funny.
base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point. I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. You know what you have to do. The interior of the cabin
Ooh.
is hardly an interior at all anymore.
Roses.
The burned out
Poppies?
ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old. The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait, This isn't right. This is supposed to be a pristine blade.
Yeah.
Why isn't there a pristine blade? We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she? Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do. I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work.
Oh, but that's how it is working, though.
Of course we don't get to make a choice about the blade. Every single time we come back here, something has to be different.
Well, yeah, that's how this works.
You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin
You're
the
fine,
descent.
Neptune.
Might as well take a look while we can. There's nothing else to do
You're
here
fine,
now that the knife has
Neptune.
been taken from us. You reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. What are you doing? Figures. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us.
Enter the basement.
You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the
I'm afraid we're
darkness
just gonna have to
below.
deal with background of Neptune.
The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved. I'd say this feels like a trap, but you practically said as much. Yet you still want us to keep going. They're only thorns. I'd say getting a few scratches in exchange for the lives of everyone in existence is a fair trade. I'm sure you'll manage. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
Uh-oh.
I can't get away from you, can I? We kill each other and you come back. You let me kill you and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me. I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So, come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation.
Yes, pet.
At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Oh, he's very confused.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
Hush it up, Neptune. Yeah. You're in a prison of your own making.
I want to trust you.
What's it gonna be?
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
You're not the only one who yearns for freedom. I'm as trapped as you are. I think we need to leave together.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us, but it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you. I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
She's right, there's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own. Careful with that one. He's not the smooth negotiator he thinks he is. But it does feel like we're stuck until we do something. If there's even anything to do besides make things worse. We're not making things worse. I think she wants to trust us. You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms.
I'll be damned. She really gave it to us.
Yes, she did.
It feels like it's been so long since we've held real power in our hands. I wonder what we should do with it. We free her, obviously. It's the right thing to do.
Yes, it is.
I think you're right. She's as much a victim in all of this as we've been. Besides, it would really stick it to him to free her.
Okay.
Or, hear me out, we slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that,
we may never get another chance. That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
we've
No.
all said our piece. Now it's time to make our move.
It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2. You don't count. And why shouldn't he count?
Because he's clearly not one of us.
I mean, he's not.
Doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
I don't know, though.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Yes.
Cut her free.
What a good idea. Let's cut her free.
Yeah, you know that trash.
Oh, so you're suddenly team free her? You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess. Even if he'll stick a knife in our back as soon as he has the opportunity, it's still better to have him nominally on our side. At least that gets him to shut up for a while. See? We're all friends here, united in our actions and intention. Yeah, united.
Give me that.
But the other one has a point. If it keeps you quiet, sure. We're all friends. You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade.
Is that really all you've got? Threatening us with an accidental misstep? I expected more from you.
Our blade didn't even waver when he said that. Yeah, you're right, he's a bit of a nobody, isn't he? Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning.
You're such a liar, man.
Princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
I hate you too, bud.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Who put this here?
Me too.
She smiles, her hand slipping into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out. You're getting desperate, aren't you? Even more proof that you can't actually do anything to stop us. We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
As you step into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this? It feels so good to hear you say that you're admitting you've lost and we've bested you at your own game at last. I don't care what happens now. That's all I've wanted. You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Yes. Step into your freedom.
Hands clasped,
Turning
the two
over a
of
new
you
leaf.
open the door and step out into a new day. You irredeemable murderers.
Oh yes, that is
What do we
us.
do now? Where's everything going? Why is it so cold?
You do not get the chance to respawn, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
We can't.
There's that mirror. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be
But it
okay,
feels so
trust
bad.
me.
Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. It's going to do something to us. I can feel it. If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
I'll see you on the other side, it'll be okay.
If you say so. So, this is all going to work out?
Yes, it
Fine.
will.
We're going places.
Yes, we are. But not you. Okay, let's gaze into our reflection and see where we're at. You've unraveled. We ain't looking too good, guys. We're back in the long quiet once again. Let's go up to the cabin. Let's approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
There's trees and stars, and there are people, I think. At least there's supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Do you think anything is real out there? Do you think we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one yearns for connection she feels she doesn't deserve. Even when shown compassion, she hid herself away. She will make for a cautious heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
Nope. Do you know what's gonna happen when
If
you
I
wake
did,
up?
I would already be awake.
Speak to me. Some of them are me. One of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you.
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. That's it. Oh, I'm sorry. I thunked you.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Is there anything you'd
These
like me
gifts
to
are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn. You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait with you.
It's not waiting forever. I'm ready to go
The
back.
next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
I hope so.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
You're on a path.
Okay, so that is that episode. That took a long ass time to record, mainly because someone wouldn't leave me alone. Neptune. Anyway, I'm going to try and figure out what to do next here. I could always not go in. That would be a thing. I think I'll try that. Not going to the cabin. That's what we'll do next. Yes. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and if you liked the video and want to see more, please leave a like and subscribe. And a comment if you want. Even if I don't respond, I do always read them, so thank you. If you've ever left a comment, and ever will leave a comment, thank you. And I will see you guys in the next video. So thank you, and good night.